All right, welcome. So, like I promised, I was going to do a commentary video on the gold buy that happened today, how I was able to capitalize on it. All right, and then before I go into that, our mentorship for the year is open. It's currently on. All right, for the general mentorship, it's priced at $49 for those outside of Nigeria. For those in Nigeria, that's 50,000 naira. And then our one-on-one mentorship, where you get to have exclusive one-on-one calls with me, exclusive materials, exclusive timeout, exclusive training, just one-on-one, is priced at $180. And in Nigeria naira, that's 200,000 naira. Okay, so let's go into it. All right, I've been talking about price coming into this imbalance, all right, for a while. How that I was looking for price to sweep this liquidity and then come into this imbalance, and I want to see an evidence, right, to get some buys, maybe to take out this eye or this eye. Okay, but first we want to see this imbalance being respected. If this imbalance is not respected and there's no evidence, this low is what price would most likely go for, or even potentially go for this low. But then we can see how price is beautifully rejecting from inside of this imbalance. All right, so after that, I went for my 4 hours. All right, I went to my 4 hours to see what price was presenting. Okay, and then on the 4 hours, the same thing. Okay, so this particular low was swept. All right, when I saw this sweep of liquidity, this low was swept and price rejected. All right, it made it very, very significant for me. All right, it gave me an evidence, and you can see that this is that daily imbalance. Price swept this previous low, then reversed. Okay, and then seeing that, of course, I can't take my entry from here, stop loss below the low. I always love to maximize um my profits, my rewards, and minimize my risks. So 1 hour then began to give the clear move. All right, we can see this sweep of this low on the 1 hour. Okay, and then I missed all of that. But then from here you can see how this particular low was swept. All right, so I think we can begin to unhide our tools. All right, you can see how this particular low was swept. Okay, and then after this low was swept, we saw an expansion move to the upside. All right, so when I saw that, that gave me a sign. Okay, and then I went to 30 minutes. 30 minutes made it very, very clear. All right, 30 minutes made it very clear. So let me remove all of this so we can build up again. Okay, so this became the inducement liquidity that was swept. All right, and you can see how price rejected from this particular order block that swept this previous low. All right, swept that previous low. After sweeping this inducement liquidity, what did you notice? An explosive move to the upside. All right, an explosive expansion, leaving for us an imbalance. But then it didn't just leave an imbalance, also it created an inducement liquidity for us here. All right, this low is the inducement liquidity. Okay, because we have an imbalance below it and then a sweep of liquidity just below it. All right, so 15 minutes was where the entry was. So let's go to 15 minutes. I mean, this is just like more like a follow-up on the top-down analysis that I did. All right, you can see how I worked my way from the daily down to the 15 minutes. All right, so on the 15 minutes, this was the imbalance. Okay, marking out that imbalance, this was it. All right, and so if you've had your entry at 50% of that imbalance, you would have been tagged in, all right, and stops below the low, okay, and then going for this particular high, that was a 1 to 5, all right. Even if you played this particular institutional candle, all right, you played the open of it or the 50% of it, you would have still been in this trade. All right. I mean, it's as simple as it gets, you know, keeping it simple. So, two things I'm going to be expecting from gold going forward. All right, going down to, let's go back to the 1 hour. All right, two things I'm going to be expecting from gold going forward is this. All right, I would most likely first and foremost be looking for maybe a sales from here. All right, maybe to take down this low. All right, but if I don't get that evidence, it means that once this eye and this eye is broken, it means that the next target for the buys, all right, would be our daily liquidity. All right, would be our daily liquidity, and that will mean more buy continuations. All right, so we most likely might come to sweep um yesterday's eye, okay, or sweep this eye, or eventually take out this eye. All right, but whatever happens, I'm just going to be waiting and just following what price is presenting. All right, I'm not just going to be going ahead of price. I'm just going to be following what price is presenting. All right, so I believe I've been able to do a follow-up video on walking you through from the daily time frame down to um your lower time frame. Okay, it's as simple as this. Get your directional buyers from the daily time frame. Where do you think price is going to go to? All right, where do you think price is going to reject from the daily time frame? Then you come down to your next 4 hours and see what price is doing, based on that time frame, still keeping in mind your directional buyers from the higher time frame, daily, weekly, or the monthly. Then your 1 hour begins to give you your intraday setup. All right, your 1 hour begins to give you your setup for the particular day, begins to tell you where you are exactly in price. All right, and then you can get your confirmation entry on the 15 minutes. All right, so I want to believe that I'm not going to have any other questions on top-down analysis, all right, or how to walk yourself from higher time frame and getting your entries on lower time frame. All right. But then if you still have questions, please do well to drop your questions in the comment section. Drop your questions on our Telegram platform. All right. If you want to join our Telegram platform, our free Telegram platform, the link is in our bio, is in our profile. You can click on the link. All right. If you want to reach me for the mentorship, either the general mentorship or the one-on-one mentorship, my link also is in the profile. You can click, send me a text, and then we can begin your journey. All right, so that will be all from me. Have a wonderful night. Cheers and God bless.